Good morning, boys and girls, or good afternoon, depending if you're here now in the morning or in the afternoon. Um, this is a kind of a new thing for me that I'm able to make a live presentation via recording because I'm out sick today. So um, this is kind of neat. So I'm going to run through what the expectation is today and your sub, which unless they change it, should be Miss Stoll, and she will kind of walk around and guide you and make sure you do the right thing. All right. So last week we talked about nutrients or nutrition, which was a part of the physical triangle. Remember? And we talked about the nutrients in food, which are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. We also talked about the five food groups, and those are protein, grain, fruit, vegetables, and dairy product. All right. So what you're going to do today is you're going to make a project called My Plate, Your Favorite Meal. Um, all of you in Google Classroom have this project that you see on the screen right now. And what you're going to do is you have this template of My Plate. We talked about My Plate last week, and there's even a picture of that in your book. And what you have to do is you have to select foods to go in each area. You have to select a protein food, a grain, a fruit, a vegetable, and a dairy product. And then what you have to do when you're done with that is you kind of have to animate those. After each picture, I want to see it either slide in from the left, fade in, flip, whatever. You can be creative, but I'm going to show you how to do that 5 times. And then when I get done, I'm going to have you open up your plates and get started. And if you don't finish it today, you'll have time to finish these tomorrow. All right. So, with that being said, each food is worth 5 points. And it has to be your favorite foods. You get 5 points for the right protein food, 5 points for the right grain, 5 points for fruit, 5 points for vegetables, and 5 points for dairy. So 5 times 5, if you get them all right, that's 25 points you'll get for this project. Not a bad deal. All right. So that being said, before we get started, I would like to turn off the camera. So you're going to hear my lovely voice, but you won't see my picture. Okay. So let me do that right now. There I go. And I want to get rid of this. Okay. So what you're going to do first, you're going to select some foods. I'm going to start with the protein food. All right. So protein foods are going to go right here. My favorite protein food of all is steak. All right. So I'm going to go up to insert and I'm going to select image. And I want to select an image from um, searching the web. Okay. I want to select images on the web. Okay. I'll tell you what, since I have a role first, let's do the role. So whatever role I want, I just simply double click. Where do you think role would go? Is it a protein food? Is it a grain? Is it a fruit, a vegetable, or a dairy product? It would be a grain. So we're going to wait for the roll to appear. And then what we have to do is make the roll fit where it's going to go. There's my roll. So I got to resize it now. And we're going to put it right over on the grains. Okay. Now that I did that, I want to add an animation. Okay. So what I do with that is I leave it highlighted and I go up to insert. Now I go down to animation. And over here, right now, it's going to fade in on a click. I don't want it to do that. What I want it to do is I want it to fly in from the left, and I don't want it to be every time I click it. I want it to happen automatically. So I'm going to put after the previous picture. Okay, and then if you want to see what that looks like, you hit play. And it'll show you what the slideshow would look like up to that point. Okay, so here comes my plate, and my roll should fly in from the left, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to add my protein food. All right, so I go up to insert. Oop, I got to click on protein. Go up to insert, image, and again, I want to use from the web, search the web, and I'm going to replace the word roll with steak. Okay. All right, there's a couple to choose from. So I think I will take this one right here, and I'm going to drag it on over if it'll let me. Okay. Now you can either drag it or click it, and then once it appears, you have to resize it so it's going to fit. So let me do that. Okay. Oops, I resized the plate instead. My fault. Put that back. All right, let's resize the picture. Be careful you don't make the same mistake, boys and girls. All right, there it's better. So, all right, so I make it the right size. Now that's got some fries next to the steak, but that's okay. We'll just leave them on there. Okay. So there's my steak. Now I got to add an animation. So I go up to insert, animation, and here's my steak. It's going to fade in. I don't want it to fade in. I want it to fly in from the right. And I want it to happen automatically. So I click after previous. Then when I click play, this is what's going to happen. Here's my plate. There's my grain. There's my steak. All right. Boys and girls, I made a little mistake there when I moved the plate. It's okay, but what happened here is this is like the sixth time I've sixth take on this video. So this time there's a little blooper. I'm going to leave it in there. Okay. Now I'm going to go with the fruit. All right. So I can pick any fruit. So I'm going to go up to insert, image, and I want to search the web. And I'm going to replace the word steak with, I don't know, let's say grapes. Love grapes. Hit enter. And then when I get some grapes, there they are. So I'm going to double click. I think I'll use these right here. Double click. And the grapes will appear. When they do, you have to make them fit. So I got to resize the grapes. And always grab a corner to do that so it keeps the proportion. So I'm going to resize the grapes and bring them on over here. All right. And then I want to add an animation. So I go up to insert, animation. And here, what's going to happen, I don't want it to fade in. I want it to fly in from the top. Well, I'll say the bottom. Okay. And I want it to happen automatically. So we'll go after previous, just like that. Okay. So again, if I click play, this is what we're going to have. And it's very important that you show these animations after each one. There we go. All right. I think the vegetables I'm going to have fly in from the top. See what that looks like. Okay. So I'm going to add my vegetables next. So I go to insert, image from the web. And I think I'll replace grapes with, let's say, peas. Love peas. Okay. I think maybe I'll use these peas right here. So I double click. My peas will appear and make them fit and bring them down. Okay, so far there's my perfect meal. Now don't forget the animation. So I'm going to go to insert, animation. Okay, here's my peas. See the picture of them? I don't want it to fade in. I want it to fly in from the top. All right, and I want it to happen automatically. So I click after previous. And I'm not going to click play because you're going to see my final project here in just a moment. Okay. Now, my last food is the dairy. All right. So I'm going to click on the dairy and then I have to go to insert. And dairy could be milk, it could even be a milkshake, ice cream, whatever you want. Okay. I'm going to do milkshake. All right. Get a picture of milk. Ooh, look at this chocolate one right here. does that have my name written all over it? Dr. Nelson, right there it is. Dr. Nelson's milkshake. All right. So we bring it up, make it smaller, and we have to add an animation. So I'm going to click insert, animation, and I think with the milkshake, I'm going to have it, let's see, let's have it zoom in. All right. So I'm going to click zoom in. It's, come on. Okay. So let me try that one more time. I got to change this. My computer's frozen a little bit. Just give me a second to work on a few things here. So here is my roll, my steak, my grapes, my green beans. I gotta delete this one. So I'm gonna delete that one. All right. And then and I want this to milkshake to zoom in, but I don't want it to zoom in on the click. So let me go down here. Let's see. Come on. Okay, I don't want it to be on click. I want it to be after previous. Okay. So there's my show. Had a few issues doing this, but now what I want to do is I want to show you what the finished product is going to look like. Now, for some reason, it's got two milkshakes. There we go. Took one of them away for me. All right. So let's see what this looks like. See if I did it right. Okay. So I'm going to go up to presentation or present and see what happens. And there's my present. Okay. Let's see if it all works. There's my plate. Roll, steak, grapes, peas, milkshake. All right. There it is. All right. So, boys and girls, let me get the video back for a minute. Okay, here I am. Hi, boys and girls. All right. So, I had a few issues towards the end. If you do, just, nothing is the end of the world. Just keep going until you get it right. So, what I want you to do now is open up Google Classroom and underneath week 3, I believe it is. Well, I believe it'd be week 3, if not week 4. If I look for my perfect meal, all right, so that's what's going to be titled. Look, open that up, and then start importing images. Okay, so you have the rest of this class to work on this. All right, make sure you add the transitions, and if you don't get finished today, I will have you finish tomorrow. All right. And this is all we're going to do tomorrow. I might throw in something else just in case some of you decide to get done early. So, what I want you to do is when you get done with this, go ahead and turn it in. Okay. And that's it. So, boys and girls, again, I'm going to be out tomorrow, Tuesday as well. I will have another video that'll have you finishing this, and I'll probably give you a reading assignment as well. So, tomorrow you will need your books. All right. So make sure you have your books with you, your textbooks. There's going to be a reading assignment to do after you're done with the plate. And when you're done with the plate, please don't forget to submit it, turn it in. If you are having trouble turning it in, you can always wait till I return after Thanksgiving. Okay. With that, boys and girls, I want you to have a great evening, great day, and I will see you via my video recording tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care.